भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार सच्ची गीता मुरली 28th April 2026 Parmatama Vaani morning class. Om Namah Shivaya. Sweet children, yes, Baba, there should be the remembrance of Shiv Baba, and the discus of self realization should be spinning when the life breath leaves the body. This is the mantra to control Maya, the mantra to gain victory over Ravan. This is the final mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. The spiritual father explains to the spiritual children. The very first thing he explains is, O spiritual children, remember the spiritual father. Those are physical children and physical fathers. You have now found the spiritual father. He says to the souls, O spiritual children, remember the Father, and you will become pure from impure. Your sins will be incinerated by this journey of remembrance or the fire of yoga. There is no other way to become a pure soul from a sinful soul. The Father has explained that everyone is a sinful soul. Sages, saints, and great souls, whoever is on this world, are all impure. This is indeed the impure world. Deities reside in the pure world. Impure human beings reside in the impure world. The old world is called the impure world, the iron age. The new world is called the pure world, the golden age. Now the iron age is the old world. The golden age is called heaven, and the iron age is called hell. At this time, the whole world is a residence of the extreme hell. They live in a brothel. The golden age is called Shivalaya. Now everyone is a resident of extreme hell. Human beings do not understand this because they have stone like intellects. In the golden age, deities are said to have divine intellects. This Lakshmi and Narayan have divine intellects. They are residents of Shivalaya. Then these same deities become vicious at the end of their 84 births. Now everyone is a resident of the brothel. No vicious human being could ever touch them. Lakshmi and Narayan. A vicious human being is called untouchable. A mlecha. At this time, the whole world is untouchable, a scavenger, because they drink and make others drink poison. These deities are completely viceless. They are they not, however, because of having stone like intellects. No one understands this. Bharat is senseless and impure. This Lakshmi and Narayan are sensible and pure. There is so much difference. They are impure in the night, they are pure in the day. The night is called the path of devotion. Human beings continue to stumble from one guru to another. Birth after birth, they stumble on pilgrimages. In the golden age, there are no pilgrimages, scriptures, etc., because they are in salvation. At this time, everyone is in degradation. There cannot be a single person in salvation here. Then, in salvation, there is not a single person in degradation. Those in salvation are pure. No impure person can touch them. There is a boundary in the temple of Lakshmi and Narayan so that no one can touch them. But they do not consider themselves to be completely impure. The Father comes and makes the completely impure ones in the whole world clean. But the impure ones do not even know that they are impure and have stone like intellects. Now the Father sits and explains, you are impure. Now you have to become pure again. First of all, you should explain that this is Baba. He is not a scholar, teacher, pandit, etc. He is the Father and also the teacher because he teaches. Then he takes everyone into salvation. So he is also the Sadguru. He is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Teacher, and the Supreme Preceptor. 2. All the rest of those scholars, teachers, pandits, etc., are impure. They are born through vice, even though they may be Sages are great souls. They cannot touch the deities because they are impure. For half the cycle, the world remains clean. For half the cycle, it remains impure. This is why everyone says, "O purifier, come. Come and make us pure." For half the cycle, it is the pure world of the Sun dynasty and the Moon dynasty. Then, after half a cycle, those same ones go on to the path of sin. The deities also go into vice. They do not remain deities forever. They were definitely deities whose temples exist. They were so clean. No one could touch them. Nowadays, if you give money, they will even let you touch them. Corruption and bribery are most prevalent among these sages and saints. Those who call themselves God and have themselves worshipped are called Hiranyakashyap. They continue to say Shivoham. Mothers go and offer milk and flowers to them. They continue to say Shivoham, and then they say that God is omnipresent. So the father sits and explains that you cannot say this to any human being, that he is the father, teacher, and guru. Only the one father comes and explains all these things. The Father says, "I alone am the bestower of salvation for all. No one knows me. Scholars do not even know who spoke the Gita, who taught Raja Yoga. The Father comes only once and teaches. Only that one Father is the ocean of knowledge. He is called Gnaneshwar. All knowledge is in God alone. All the rest of human beings have ignorance. Devotion is called ignorance. The Father says, I never become a human being. I have come on your call to make the impure ones pure. Although human beings call out, not everyone calls out with that love because no one knows. Gandhi also used to sing, O purifier. Then he would say, Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram. Gandhi's name is still so famous. It must have been 20 years for him. If he was a worshipper from the beginning, he will emerge. He will be in a different name and form. He would be taking knowledge if he was a worshipper from the beginning. The Father comes and gives the knowledge to become pure from impure. Gandhi was still good. His actions were good. As you progress, perhaps such main ones will come to know. However, there is no benefit for us in these things. Your main aspect is the journey of remembrance. Night and day, as much as possible, you have to remember the Father with a lot of love. The Father is the most lovely. A husband would not be called the most lovely. No, he is an even bigger enemy. Everyone becomes an enemy of one another. Now you become friends of one another. You have friendship with everyone. You say this to everyone. Remember the Father, and your boat will go across. You have no other enemy. It is this Ravan whom you have to conquer with the power of yoga. However, there is no question of physical weapons, etc. In this, just as they show Vishnu with four arms, similarly, they have also shown goddesses, etc., with weapons. They give Vishnu Swadarshan Chakra, a mace, a conch shell, etc. These ornaments are actually yours. These are matters of knowledge. However, there are no maces, etc. in the golden age. Here, kings have guards, so they have such weapons in their hands. There are no weapons, etc. there. The Father then tells you the main thing. Remember the Father and do not get confused by any questions, etc. You only have to remember the one Shiv Baba. Baba will stay with you until the land of peace. He will not stay until the land of happiness. Children also have to remain very peaceful. You have to do everything peacefully. There is no question of fighting or quarreling. A time will also come when you will remain in movie even in the kitchen. You have to go into a very subtle stage. By communicating in movie, there is no trace of anger. Yours is a spiritual journey. This is not a journey of stumbling. The land of peace is remembered in your intellect. The land of happiness is remembered, and the 84 births are also remembered. Baba also remembers, which is why he explains to the children. While sitting and moving around, you should remember in your intellect how we go around the cycle of 84 births. Everything is included in that. At every step and every second, you must have firm remembrance of the drama. You must also continue to make effort and firmly remember this drama. Then there will be no worries. Suppose someone dies, you would say the soul has departed. Nothing can be done. It is said that milk once drawn cannot go back into the udder. The soul also cannot come back into this old world. Sometimes they say that a corpse woke up in the cremation ground. Where does that soul remain hidden? Such a coincidence happens. Then they become so happy. This is indeed a play of happiness and sorrow. There is no type of sorrow in the golden age. According to the plan of the drama, the soul takes a body on time. The soul becomes independent. So he who is more powerful, God or the drama? No one in the world knows the drama. They would say God is almighty, whereas you would say the drama is. Acha children, do you remember the decoration of the sovereignty of the world? For example, when there are sannyasis, it is not that they forget their home and family, they remember it, but they remove their attachment from it. A human being doesn't forget anything. However, there is no attachment. You have to keep attachment to the one father, even though it has been 32 years for you. Not a single one in that stage where they forget everything, something or other is remembered. You also have to forget the body. You have to consider yourself to be a soul and remember the father. It takes time. When that time comes, you will attain the karmatit stage. No one has attained it yet. Once that stage is reached, then destruction would also begin. Sannyasis also continue to make effort. They still have to come into this old world. You do not have to come into the old world. Therefore, you have to remember the new world, the land of happiness. You have to go via the land of peace. Then you will come number wise according to your effort. If you calculate, there are millions of actors, souls or actors, are they not, who act through bodies? In this too, you are the heroes and heroines, as are the mother and fathers who are the children. You claim the unlimited kingdom. This is the diamond like birth, not that of Lakshmi and Narayan. This is your diamond like birth because you are God's children. Then you will come, then you will become deity children. At this time, the battle of you children is going on to claim victory. This knowledge should remain in everyone's intellect. Now we have to go. All Iron Age relationships are to be erased. Now is the most auspicious confluence age when the Iron Age bondage is to break. Then you have to go into Golden Age relationships. So the father, the home and the land of happiness are remembered. You have knowledge in your intellect. Sannyasis stumble so much for liberation. No one goes there. Time for everyone to go is now. Sannyasis etc. will also take knowledge from you. They will come to know that there is only one Father, the ocean of knowledge, and that you have taken knowledge from Him alone. Nowadays, they adopt a guru from childhood itself because at this time everyone is in the stage of retirement. So, even small children are told, remember Shiv Baba, you have to go to the new world. At this time, everyone is in the stage of retirement. You have to study this study as much as possible. But for the livelihood of the body, you also have to study that study. We cannot give everyone the freedom to stay here either. Buildings are constructed. It is understood that many will continue to be built. The father's children continue to grow in number. When a daughter in law comes, a separate home has to be made. They cannot stay together. In the golden age, everything is new and Satopradhan. Daughters used to go and drink the nectar. All of this is a vision. They feel as though they drank it. The taste is like that. So, that too is renunciation. That too is renunciation. Renunciation or sacrifice is the same thing. According to the drama, theirs is limited renunciation. They live in the old world. You are now at the confluence age. You would not be said to be in the iron age. The confluence age is only for Brahmins. This age of Brahmins is for a very short time. Would you say 50 years? It doesn't take long for 50 years to pass, and this age is of only one birth. This is an age of great happiness. What is the happiness in? God the Father teaches us students should have so much happiness, but Maya brings storms. This is why that much happiness does not remain. God is only the one incorporeal. He does not come in the birth and death. You should remain intoxicated while sitting, moving, and walking until establishment takes place. It is remembered even later. This is the final birth for all of you. Everyone is in the stage of retirement. Even small children should be given these teachings. A day will come when teachers will receive directions. They will tell everyone, you have to reform your character with this knowledge. Make your life like a diamond. Children also cooperate in exhibitions, etc. Those who do not have it in their fortune do not contribute anything, and children should also instill the practice. You have to cook food in remembrance of the Father, just as they remember Krishna with a lot of love. That is unshakable, intense devotion. Salvation is attained through knowledge. They will just continue to see Krishna in front of them. They cannot make effort. They just remain happy. This is the knowledge of remembering constantly. There is no one who can make you pure from impure. The Father has explained that there are only two creators. One is the physical Father, and the other is the beyond this world Father. This one would not be called the creator. You belong to Shiv Baba. You receive the unlimited inheritance from him. There is no third eye. The Father adopts you through Brahma. You must not get confused in this. The government will not allow underage children. However, there is no need for the government to interfere in this. You have to remember the Father with a lot of love. Tears also come in love. Such love for Baba that no one else is remembered. You have to make such effort. There should be the remembrance of Shiv Baba, and the discus of self-realization should be spinning when the life breath leaves the body. This is the final mantra. The mantra to control Maya, the mantra to gain victory over Ravan. There are many who get into conflicts of opinion and leave the study. So they only cause a loss to themselves. They draw a line across their fortune. It is understood that every cycle they will draw a line across their fortune like this and fail. This is indeed a dirty world. The heart does not want to live in it. Day by day, the customs of the brothel are increasing. Wealthy people keep two wives. There is so much dirt. Don't even ask. Namaste. Acha, to the spiritual children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the spiritual Bab Dada. Lots of love and remembrance to my beloved sweet, sweet Bab Dada and Mat Pita. Namaste Baba. Om Namah Shivaya. Blessing, may you be pure. Today, Bab Dada was giving marks in the subject of purity. What specialty was seen while giving marks? The first specialty is the purity of the mind. The sanskars of impurity should not emerge even in your thoughts. To become a Brahmin means to renounce impurity, the renunciation of impurity and the elevated fortune of purity. In the mind, there is constantly the elevated awareness of the soul conscious form, that is, of being brothers. Marks for purity of the mind are given on the basis of this awareness. In words, there should be constantly be truth and sweetness. Marks for words are given especially on this basis. In actions, there should constantly be humility and contentment. Its visible fruit will be constant cheerfulness. Marks for actions are given on the basis of this specialty. Now, keeping all three in front of you, check yourself, what will be my number? Om Namah Shivaya.